Hi all, I'm going to apologise about the shadowing you can see, but it is very bright and sunny here right now. It's also extremely hot and I can't do anything about the shadowing, so I'm afraid you'll just have to deal with it. So I'm going to show you how to do this origami butterfly, but this is the origami version, and this one, though it's the exact same folding process, has been cut. So some people like to call that Kami, I think it's pronounced. It will be in the title, so you'll be able to look it up properly. But so this one is the cut version, and this one is the what some purists would call proper origami, no cutting. Though actually, if you want to look into it, a traditional origami does have cutting. The traditional spider is actually made from the traditional frog, and the legs are cut. So it's an argument process that I'm not going to go into. I call it all origami. For those who don't approve of calling anything cut origami, the proper title of it will be down in the description. But as I said, they're both made the same way. All I've done is I've rounded off the edges here, which I will show you during the fold. I'm just going to show you how to do the plain origami, but I will show you where you do the cut if you're doing the rounding off the edges. Now I'm going to show you on a bigger piece so that you can see, and they will actually create one more that size. Obviously the smaller you make the paper, the smaller you get your little pieces. These ones are made with this, if 1/4 of this, there we go, if this was cut into 4, but I already have it, and these ones are made from if that one piece was cut into 4. So they're really easy to adjust size, but the fold itself is really simple. So I have a bone folder to help with the creases. You don't need it, but I prefer because it gives a neater, tighter edge to your fold. Okay, so I've got just a basic piece of origami paper. Any size square do, so don't worry about what size it is. As I said, this size will produce one about that size. I don't actually know how big this is. I don't have my ruler with me, but it really doesn't matter. Just get an A4 piece of paper and cut off and make a nice big one for all you want. So, first things we're going to do is fold it in half, several different ways. So the first one, we're just going to fold up and line it up and fold it in half that way. And all we're doing right now is pre-marking the folds. So we're going to open that again, turn it around and fold it in half the other way. So we'll end up with a cross going in the middle. And then we'll open that up again. There we have our, these are called valley folds at the moment because of the way up the paper is, because it's folding down into it. And so what we need to do for the next folds, we actually need to turn our paper over so that when we do the final construction, the folds are the right direction. So just turn your piece of paper over, and now we're actually going to do diagonal. So we're going to take the bottom corner here up to the top corner. If I come out ever so slightly, because you can't see, there we go. So we're just going to fold in half again, but now on the diagonal. So line it up. Press it down. And again, we're going to open that back up and turn it around and do the opposite fold. So again on the diagonal, just on the one we haven't done yet. So now we've folded twice on the diagonal and twice on the straight. As you can see, we've got the valley and the these are the hills because they fold that way. Now what we're going to do is turn the paper over again so that the diagonals are the hills and the straights are the valleys. And you're just going to close it in half while bending these ones in half that way. So you're folding it both ways, and you're going to create that funny looking star. Make sure you've done it with the diagonals this way so that you get the right way, because then you're going to close that one that way and that one that way. You can do it the other way as long as you've got 2 on each side, and you'll be left with this. Now I know from experience some people end up with that shape, and that's because you've folded on the straights and not the diagonals. So if you have, just turn your paper over, flip it around and fold on the diagonals. You're pushing it in like that, look, and then just closing those flaps over, and then you end up with a triangle. Okay, just secure those folds down a little, and then we're going to do it so the point of the triangle is on the bottom and the open flaps are at the top there. Okay, then we're going to take this top layer, we've got this one, and we're going to fold it along that crease there, but we're just going to fold it there, and we're going to fold it at an angle so this point sticks out over here. It doesn't matter how far it sticks out, this is a personal preference, but I tend to go in around that point there. But you can go anywhere along there. The whole point is to have this bit sticking out over, okay? And the same on that side. There. Oh, I'm supposed to show you the cut, aren't I? I'm so sorry, I forgot. So if we just put them back up again. When you got it to this point, if you fold it over there, these points here, you see all 4 points there. That's where you'd cut to create those rounded edges. So if you want the rounded edges, just cut there, but I'm not doing the rounded edges today. So then once you've got it folded back out, then you do those folds. So for normal origami, you do the folds without the cuts. For the rounded edges, and see how these are the same size piece of paper, because I've taken the corners off there, you get a slightly smaller and a different look. So they both look really pretty, and it's a personal preference how you do it. I actually do both, I mix and match them. But so now we've done this bit, this is where it gets a bit fiddly to show you. This point needs to come up behind and sit just over here to hold it in place. We're creating this little fold here. And to do that, hold it and use your fingers just to gently encourage it back. You don't want to crease this bit if you can help it too much, so just gently encourage it. So you've got about that much hanging over. Can you see this is the line here? See that? And then you're just going to fold that over. And if you've got it lined up properly, the fold line and point should follow down that fold line that you have there. And then we're just going to gently, from the top here, pinch that together there. Don't pinch it here. Make sure you're doing it only from the top there, and you just want, doesn't matter if you go slightly further down to hold it in, but you're going to pinch that in place just like that. And that is actually it. That's your butterfly done. You see how simple that is? That's what the back looks like, if you're wondering. So you're not gone wrong, that's what it does. It's a little less butterfly-like from the back, though it still looks pretty good. But this is the front of it, where you've got the folds here. Oop. If you need to, just glue that down. I know, again, origami purists say you shouldn't use glue or tape. It doesn't matter. You want to use glue to keep them in place, use glue. No one's going to arrest you for it, you know, the origami police aren't going to come. You do what you want to do. I will glue mine down because I will be selling these, and I want to make sure that they're secure for people who buy them. But there we go. It's a really simple and nice butterfly. And as I said, if you cut the edges off, you'd get one about that size. So again, just make your mind up, choose which one you want and make them. I make both because I like them, but they both look pretty. At some point I'm hoping to do a video showing you how you could decorate these, so keep an eye out for that one. But for now, it's really nice and quick, and I hope you really enjoy it. So take care, bye.